Hello, welcome back to yet another game review. This time we're jumping right back into the Xbox Live Gold free games of the month. This time with the first half of December. And this game, which is not what I enjoyed playing. I mean, it's not as bad as some Ignition. Nothing's that bad on the Xbox. It's not that I've played. But it's pretty bad. It's called Race the Sun. Normally, I try not to watch videos of games before I play them. But this one was actually kind of unavoidable because this video came out, I think, 4 years ago, before even an Xbox. And I watched Michael Jones from Rooster Teeth do a rage quit video on one of these on Race the Sun. And I thought, oh, it looks difficult then. All right, you know what? Whatever. I'll never buy it. I mean, it's $10 for normally, but it's free now. And I'm like, oh, shit, I have to do it now. I have to do a review on this. And it was every bit as terrible and annoying as I thought it was going to be, and worse. This is Race the Sun. Okay, and here we are. This is Race the Sun. Now, I don't actually have a lot of footage for this game. I only played for about 2 hours because it's just that bad. Also, it has 90% rating on Steam, and that means that 90% of the world is actually wrong. I mean, look at this. It's bad, it's bland, it's boring. Looks like a bad F-Zero 3D clone. And also, the soundtrack is mind-numbingly bad. Like, it literally gave me a headache playing this game. That's why I stopped playing after about 2 hours. Not to mention the fact that, okay, let's talk about the world generation, really. I mean, it's just blocks and shapes you have to avoid. It's based on an old-style arcade game, which I've got no problem with. I don't mind older arcade games. They're pretty cool to play a lot of the time. But you have to be so careful when doing recreations to stuff like that, or like homages to old-style arcade games. Stuff like this, oh yeah, back controls, by the way. Stuff like this is just not a good idea, because they're technically speaking infinite amounts of horizontal direction, but you can't get to anywhere interesting because you're going so far sideways. In fact, for me, the only interesting parts of the dimensions you get when you go through this portal, which actually don't even last very long, and they're actually very nice and they're in color. Here, the only interesting, I guess, soundtrack parts once you get to the 3rd or 4th level, which is very difficult to do. And also, the achievements normally are the one good saving grace for bad games, because you get some easy achievement, like easy gamer score, right? Here, no, they're all difficult. Well, apart from there are a few, like equip your first upgrade to your ship or whatever, but the upgrades don't really do anything in this game at all. And then of course there are ones there are some for that you actually get for hitting enough obstacles and killing yourself enough times. But I think one of the worst ones is probably the worst Fender being, which is complete 9 stages of 9 areas without getting hit once, or hitting the wall once, or scraping anything once. It's 9 perfect runs. Here's me going to the side a lot because I just want to see what's over in this area. There are power-ups such as a boost that turns back the time, by the way, because if you run out of sunlight, you lose because you're still a power craft. Yeah. I think the lateral, like the sideways exploration in this game is a lot of fun. That's the one thing this game actually does right. What it doesn't do right, though, is the absolute controls, because they're absolutely over the top bad. I don't think they'd be good for any game, especially not even. Like, it feels like it was meant to be played with the arcade joystick. I mean, it came out on the Mac in 2013, along with the PlayStation 3, the PS Vita, and the Wii U. That's, it's obsolete because it came out on the PS3 and the Wii U and the PS Vita. And actually, I've actually got nothing against the PS Vita. I think it's actually a pretty great handheld system. Couldn't really live up to the hype. But yes, there are some definite problems with the game, and most of them come in the form of handling. I know the Xbox One and PS4 versions definitely got like an update as to how they handle and control, which I'm very grateful for. But still, I can't even imagine playing with the original handling, because apparently the original handling is much worse. If you want to see what I'm talking about, go look at the Rage Quit Race the Sun video from Rooster Teeth, and of course Michael Jones, who does Rage Quit, which is really just him screaming at the games because they're funny to scream at. But this game, I can see why it was so infuriated. Also, I completely missed the objective here. This is stage 2. I am now, I believe, capable of getting through stage 2 every single time without getting hit once, which was not the case for a long time. I mean, you can memorize patterns and platforms and see how they work, sure. This one, I kept falling off right. Yeah, I made the mistake of going down there too many times. But honestly, just it should be if you don't learn after 2 or 3 times, you're kind of fucked because actually the environment will eventually change sometimes too, every 24 hours or so. But the whole general layout stays the same. It also resets the leaderboard every 24 hours or so, which is a bit of an awkward choice because there's no real all-time leaderboard for this game, which kind of sucks. Here's what happens when you run out of sunlight. You lose. Also, yeah, you can apply upgrade to your ships by clicking those little pyramid things, stuff like that. But honestly, there's no reason to because all the upgrades are absolute trash. I mean, there's a magnet that lets you pick up power-ups easier, but still, it doesn't really do much. Like, you'd still have to be flying next to them for it to work. You can't pick them up from across the map, which really annoys me. Also, you can only hold one power-up at a time at the start of the game, which is also really annoying to me. And 2 different ships, they don't really even look that different, and they don't do anything different from each other. One isn't faster, and less adaptive. One isn't slower, but more nimble. No, they're just the exact same ship under a very different skin at all. So yeah. Here's one of the only interesting. This is on section I believe 3. It actually became kind of interesting for a little while. Before I died. Like wait, right. I think it's here. Yep, crashed. Because the controls are they're so slidey. Like one tap to the left, and you go flying off the screen. So if you ever feel like playing such a bad game, be careful. It's going to the final wrap up. Okay, yes. As I said in the footage part of this, I guess, game review, it's not a great game. In fact, I think it's probably one of the... It's not a great game because it's a bad game, if that makes sense. It's not like the Stuntman Ignition game, which is downright terrible. It's just... This game is unenjoyable simply because of how bland and boring it is, I guess. It's not broken. I mean, the fundamentals do what they want to do. It's an arcade-style flying game. But the controls are bad. They feel like they're actually meant for an arcade joystick. Or actually more slippery controls on the PlayStation 4, 3, and Vita, which is what the game was actually originally meant for. But I don't get it. It's just a standard game without being free on Xbox Live Gold is $10, and it's actually $15 on the Steam store up until recently. So I don't understand why. It's just not something I've ever seen myself playing. I think it's a pretty bad game overall, and honestly, I can see why I selected for Rage Quit. And also, just don't buy it. I mean, even there's no easy trophies really. Trophies are achievements, I guess, if you're on Xbox One like I am. Trophies are achievements. There's not really any easy trophies or achievements to even get you guys some gamer scores. So there's no reason to even own this title. So yeah, just don't buy it. Thanks for watching.